Hello, this is Paul Matthews. This tutorial is about voice conferences. Using Twilio, it is quite easy to create a voice conference. So let's go through that. The first step is to start XAMPP. So here we have XAMPP started and the Apache module is turned on. The next step is to start ngrok. We should see the URL for ngrok momentarily. Here is the URL for ngrok, which will come handy later. And then we use our favorite text editor, Notepad, and we are going to create the conference. So let's go to Twilio and search for Twilio conference. If we scroll down, we should be able to see an example of a conference. We're going to select Twiml. Here is the example of a conference. So this is a conference that will put the caller in room 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's copy and paste. And instead of this room, we are going to change it. So let's name it as Netram. Let's assume that this is a company conference. So we'll change it to Netram and we'll of course save this file. We have saved this file. Let's run it locally just to make sure that everything is correct. Tutorial 4, and it was conference.xml. There's the output. We're all set. Now we can go to the Twilio console, go into the phone numbers icon, and then here is the number. Select the number, and then we are going to make this a webhook. So here is the webhook. We'll attach it and then hit save. At this point, many users should be able to call this number and they would all be placed in a conference. So let's try that. Twilio has saved it and we'll call this number. So we are on conference. We now hear the conference on hold music, and that will continue as long as the next person joins the call. So if a second person were to join this conference, both of them would be connected. So let's hang up this conference and let's make some changes. So here is our text file. What we're going to do is we are going to say, welcome to Netram conference. Save the file and call the number again.
Welcome to Netram conference.
So now we know that the say has taken effect, and then the user is placed on conference. I will try to adjust some of the conference parameters. So TWIML executes this in order. So the first command here was to say this sentence, which Twilio did, and then place the user in conference. So let's look at the conference health and see what are some of the other parameters on conference. Here is the wait URL, which is the default Twilio whole music. So we should be able to change the wait URL. Maybe there is an example too below. No, there's not. That's okay. So we can pass in the wait URL and then give other URLs, and that will place a different whole music. So let's see the wait URLs that Twilio provides. So this is the classical music, and this is a different one. So let's try this. So this was again wait URL. So we will say wait URL. We'll change it to this talk. Make it a bit pretty. Save the file and call again.
Welcome to NetRoom Conference.
So there we are. We just heard the rock music. So let's understand what this Twimlet is. So the best way to understand what this Twimlet is if we can copy this Twimlet and paste it on the browser. The Twimlet, this particular Twimlet is providing the Twilio response, and it does have a few files to play. The easy way to understand this is if we go back to Twilio and look at the call log. Here are the calls. This is the last call. So here we can see the first request that Twilio made to our server. So we responded and we provided this wait URL. Twilio then calls the wait URL. Here is the request. Here's the wait URL. And then this server, twimlets.com, provides this response. Twilio got this response, and then it fetched the first file. You can see that here. And it did play that file. This is an interesting way to troubleshoot. If we click we can hear that file. So this is a good way to troubleshoot Twilio issues. You will see multiple requests that Twilio made, and that way you can troubleshoot your call path. A word on Twimlet. Twimlets provide a few TWIMLs that's ready to use. So the first TWIML is a forward TWIML. So you don't have to write your own TWIML. You can fill in the form and then get a Twimlet, and you can use this URL within your Twilio, and that Twimlet website will create a Twimlet automatically for you. We'll probably cover that in one of the next tutorials. So that was the conference. We placed a call into the conference and we adjusted one of the conference parameters. And the prerequisite for this tutorial is the first tutorial, which is the Hello World. Thank you.